Jesus is the true vine. From John chapter 15. Jesus says, I am the true vine, and my Father is the keeper of the vineyard. He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, and every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes to make it even more fruitful. Remain in me, and I will remain in you, just as no branch can bear fruit by itself unless it remains in the vine. Neither can you bear fruit unless you remain in me. The one who remains in me, and I in him, will bear much fruit, for apart from me you can do nothing. If anyone does not remain in me, he is like a branch that is thrown away and withers. Such branches are gathered up, thrown into the fire, and burned. If you remain in me, and my words remain in you, ask whatever you wish, and it will be done for you. This is to my Father's glory that you bear much fruit, proving yourselves to be my disciples. I wanted to just talk about this, and I mean, it speaks for itself. You can't do nothing, you can't bear fruit unless you're in the vine, and Jesus is the vine. So, people in the world that have not been born again, or another way to put it, they're not in the vine, are not actually doing anything at all, no matter who they are or how they appear, such as church pastors. If a so called church pastor is not in the vine, yet he's trying to teach people or do his sermons at these worldly churches, then what's he really doing? Remember, no branch can bear fruit by itself unless it remains in the vine. For apart from him, you can do nothing. So this church pastor is not, let's say he's not in the vine. What's he really doing is he's basically just deceiving people and himself. And if someone is at that church and is trying to learn and figure things out, they're being deceived by this fake church pastor who's not even in the vine himself. Then you can apply this generally into the world you live in, outside of the worldly churches, where there's people who think that they're doing these amazing righteous things, and yet, like I just said about the pastor, they're not even in the vine, so they're actually doing nothing at all. It's of themselves within the illusion that we call this reality. You're not serving any kind of justice or doing anything righteous here. You're still in the world. And if you had came out of the world, if you were in the vine, your goal would be to try to get other people to come out of the world and invite Christ in. Your goal would be to tell people that Jesus is not a hippie and that we're surrounded by tares and that this reality only exists to get you to consent to giving up your soul or to keep you in the illusion to become assimilated by it. If you were truly in the vine, you would not be trying to exalt yourself in any manner. You would not be trying to get money or anything physical, material, nothing fleshly. Your goal would be to try to wake people up. Bear this in mind. Anyone in the world has no wisdom whatsoever because it's of the world, which is just an illusion. And if they're not telling you to overcome the world, Christ Jesus used this body as a vessel to glorify you. If that's not what they're telling you, to invite the word in, then what are they telling you? What are you getting from them? You're getting nothing at all. They have nothing to give you. They don't have nothing themselves. That's why that verse is so important. John chapter 15. It's so important to understand that because it applies to everybody. You cannot bear fruit unless you're in the vine and remaining in the vine, overcoming that world. And certainly you would have no wisdom and nothing to really teach anybody, no matter what this world calls you or what you call yourself. You're still within an illusion. And I'll say it again, if you really did overcome the world, you would be trying to tell other people to do the same. I'm not really referring to anyone specifically here, just generally speaking. 'Cause people think, or at least it would appear that they think that they know something. As long as you're in that world, you know nothing. That's how it is for anyone in it. I was like that too, till Jesus called me and I answered. I didn't know anything. What I know now is not of me, it's of Him. All glory to Jesus Christ for blessing me with wisdom, for leading me to the YouTube channel Pastor Daniel Christ is King, who can show his work. It's no different than my videos. It's not of me. The glory goes to Jesus. What I'm telling you is not of me, it's of the Spirit. And I'm only telling anyone who's listening to invite Christ in and become his servant, a vessel for him to glorify himself. And if you don't do that, you're not doing anything. You're existing within an illusion, which at any moment, really any moment, can be destroyed and perish, and you will just perish with it. My people perish for lack of knowledge. That's because they don't know the world they're living in. They don't know what they're surrounded by. Nobody that's not in the vine has anything to tell you. It's all worldly. Even people that may even think they're on to the truth can be deceived in different avenues, like aliens, anything to do with space. Space is not real. The sky will roll back like a scroll. I believe it's Revelation chapter 6, verse 15. 15 or 16. But you know that's all fake. All that space stuff and planets, aliens, anything to do with that is fake. Read Revelation chapter 6 verse 15. The sky receded like a scroll being rolled up, and every mountain and island was moved from its place. There you go. That's your space right there. That's just a deception that Satan wants you to believe it's real. So you fall for the whole alien thing. There are no aliens. There's no such thing. There's no reptilians. There's no grays. That's all deception. Anything to do with aliens was to trick you. I'll say it again. Revelation chapter 6 verse 15. That should tell you anything to do with space or aliens. There's more things I would like to discuss, but I'm not the best speaker, and I will admit that it's hard to articulate the insights that I have that come from the spirit. It's kind of like they're there, but how could I explain it, let alone explain it to someone who might still be within the world? They just won't get it. They might think I'm crazy, but it's fascinating. The revelations I have, the wisdom that comes from the spirit, no matter what I'm doing, I'm always learning something. All glory to Christ.